Hi Leo, welcome into a general weekly reading for you. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing out there. Let's jump right into this weekly read with the pre-pulled overall tarot energy from the Good Tarot, the bold and brave and very intelligent King of Swords. This is giving me very much the bold and confident energy that you're giving off throughout the week, being quite wise. I would actually label a lot of which drawn to the reading as an old soul, even if you're not one to typically or at all label yourself as one. That's definitely how you're being viewed. Now, I do feel as if your intuition, your spiritual connection is a huge part of this week. Don't be surprised when you see feathers as a reminder that you're very protected and guided and supported by spirits of importance within your world. It feels like the King of Air is also coming through as you very prominently, is the wording I'm getting. You're very confidently and successfully speaking things into existence and communicating your way to victory throughout the week. I'm being drawn very specifically to the crown on his head. I feel as if there is a royalty about you throughout the week. There's, okay, for some, a spiritual royalty about you. That's how you're being viewed, perceived, and felt by other people. There's a sense of you being very angelic at certain points, and then when you do feel the energy becoming heavier or just not as light and fluffy, angelic once again, you're needing to cleanse your energy, all right? Or it may just simply be due to a spirit or two that joined you for a negative reason, right? Or just has heavy energy. What else do we have from the Prism Oracle for Leo for the upcoming week? For Leo, there's a feeling of something leaving you, at times feeling a bit stuck in energy. That's how that was coming through in the way I was shuffling. And they're saying, well, that's a moment that reminds you not to force it. That's a moment where you're needing to remember where you're overdoing it within your life, why things need to change moving forward in certain ways. And I feel like for some, it is a week where you're being prepared to exit a situation and replace it with a new leap of faith, a stable one that's going to work much better for you. And it may lack something that you have within the current one that is very beneficial for you. Sorry, I just twitched a bit. But I do feel as if Spirit's saying, trust the process, okay? Trust in divine orchestration all the meanwhile. You're making the right choices. The Peace card coming out. There's a peaceful way about how you reinstill, recreate hope within the minds, the awareness, the energy field of others. You're reassuring is what I'm getting. Your energy is comforting. There's a sense of, as I'm being shown 3 hearts, you're needing to feel the love throughout the week for yourself, and that's being gifted to you, right? That's flowing into your energy field. But I feel like you're at certain points needing to remember how hopeful you are meant to be at this point, because optimistic is the word coming through, because things are very much so, I'm here on the brink of working out. Very interesting wording, very much so for you, Leo, moving forward. I feel like you're going to want to prioritize your peace and comfort and stability all the meanwhile, and this is going to very easily come to be. It feels like you need to remember at this point along your path especially, you do not need to force it. When you're meant to acquire something, you simply will. When you're meant to change something, you simply will. Don't get in your own way in regards to that. But it does feel like there are little obstacles popping up along your path throughout the week, but it's nothing you haven't dealt with in a similar sense or exactly the same rewinding back. And so utilizing your past experiences, your knowledge intake, certain memories, and your intuition, and maybe even allowing for Spirit to support and help you, guide you, if you will. You've got this. There are minor obstacles in the larger picture of things. What else do we have for Leo? Anger. There's somebody angry in your midst, and they don't express it in the right way. They hold it in, I feel. And this is going to be, and maybe selectively expressing it at certain points in their own way or ways, but it's going to be felt by you, even if you're not one to be an empath, because it's just, I'm hearing maybe more so being felt and labeled as moody, right? Even emotional, I want to say, but there's anger within that they're carrying, holding on to, and I feel like that might be the situation that some need to exit from, right? Even if it's not the week to do so. But look at this. I'm hearing surrender to the peaceful transition and development, transformation of your individual path. This week is going to feel light and airy for you, and then energy will affect you, this one especially. And I feel like all the meanwhile, you're needing to protect your peace, your energy. And I feel like there may be a purchase of importance randomly that Spirit's saying, find the right option for you online or in person. It's not the week to purchase it. You might not even be in the situation yet that you need to purchase it for, but being ready for this to just add it to your cart or just go to the store and pick it up, purchase it. Being ready for it is going to be key for you, okay? Where you have felt a lack of balance within your world, get ready for that to be coming back to be. Maybe even felt differently, right? They're saying when you're, you surrender and you're your most balanced, most peaceful self. That assists with your balance and vice versa. When you're, you are the most balanced version of yourself. You feel more peaceful, right? Surrender to what you already know, right? Surrender to the fact that you know this person doesn't have great energy, and so therefore keep your distance to the best of your ability. Detach if need be, if you can. But it feels like there is solid isolation taking place. And I heard the word serenity, all right? I feel as if you're going to be keeping to yourself quite efficiently while putting yourself out there for people to notice, maybe digest and utilize to their advantage in one, if not multiple ways. But you really feel most peaceful, productive even, and strategic while keeping to yourself, when keeping to yourself. And they're saying, okay, but there's certain moments where you're going to make a purchase that you know you shouldn't, right? Maybe given to temptation. And they're saying stop, right? Put your foot on the brake and take charge of your own individual path in that way, in that moment. Don't let a spirit toy with you, push you to do something or invest in something, consume something that you know you shouldn't in that moment. But it's going to be a very intuitive week. We mentioned this as well as your spirituality taking a highlight at certain points throughout this specific period. Let's move on to speak upon love a little bit. It doesn't feel like it's a priority for you, but I do feel like there are different types of, I want to say platonic love and appreciation, admiration, even attraction coming to be throughout the week. It's this feeling of you being this attractive soul, not just physically and whatnot, but your energy, right? Your intentions, your caring nature, all is being viewed at as very attractive, very delicate, but bold all the meanwhile. And I really feel as if there are people who aren't attracted to your gender or, you're not their type. Maybe if they are attracted to your gender, but I do feel as if they find you very attractive. You can appreciate someone's good looks and, I just heard sexy energy, beautiful energy, but not be into them. Does that make sense? I do feel as if there is it's the same person. There's a sad, maybe even heartbroken kind of energy. They're just all up in their own head, letting things get the best of them, holding on to things they shouldn't. What else do we have? The boat card talking about receiving what you need, progression, as well as arriving, moving on, closure, issues. Okay. I feel as if this is a week where we're solidifying in your mind your awareness as to what you want. So therefore you can end up receiving that in the right timing after this week. But it is a week where as well you are maybe reflecting upon when you did at a certain point in your past receive what you needed when exactly at the right timing, right? In the right way. And so I wouldn't be surprised if there's receiving naturally taking place throughout the week of exactly what you need and maybe what you want. There's something about you recently or maybe throughout this week acquiring something of importance where you once asked for it and we didn't forget. Okay, Spirit didn't forget. You are going to be seeing the fact that things are just meant to come in for you, right? To benefit you and see things fall into place. The clock card, need time, takes time. Um, in time, cycles, and time to heal, progress. There's certain levels of progress you're making throughout the week, and I feel like angel numbers with the clock card are very relevant for you. Even I want to say the timestamp and stuff of that nature. And price tags is what I'm getting. But all, I keep saying all the meanwhile, but it is a week where you maybe are looking at the clock a little bit too closely when wanting that work day to kind of speed on by, when, thinking about transportation and getting to places at the right timing, maybe even early. But they're saying timing is on your side. Time is on your side, rather, especially at this point along your path. So don't stress it. And it feels like you're going to be thinking at certain points throughout the week, there's just not enough time in the day, but really there is. It's just about you utilizing it and prioritizing this and that needs to be at the top of that priority list, right? And just chopping away your to-do list or lists. One more before we shift on forward to pull more tarot. The addiction card, okay, that could be relevant for you and or someone in your life, but I do feel as if there's obsession for somebody taking place within a connection, whether that obsession is for each other or for going one way in the connection, or it could be obsession that the other person or you have for something else outside of you or somebody else. Interesting. But I feel as if this is a week where you're needing to be making healthier choices. You maybe have been making improvement in certain changes, choices to support that healthy lifestyle that you're meant to be living, to be feeling like presenting yourself as the healthiest version of yourself. I'm hearing you know better. But it's another week where you need to be making more progress with that. Okay, hold yourself accountable is what I'm hearing. And then the passion card. This one is talking about insane chemistry. Love that. Like each other equally and having fun. All right. I feel like you're needing to, in a very busy for a lot, if not just a hard-working week, a productive week, you're needing to enjoy yourself more, even in the midst of the mundane tasks and whatnot. But moving on to pull more tarot from the good tarot. What else do we have for Leo? The Two of Air. Interesting. It feels like there may be a focus on what you're not fully grasping, not remembering, not fully understanding, maybe feeling a bit blindfolded to what lies ahead. And so it's a week where they're saying, well, again, going back to the fact that multiple times we've mentioned and reminded you within this reading throughout this week that you are very intuitive, very strong in that sense, gifted even, as well as very spiritually connected. And maybe even for some drawn to the reading like myself, gifted in that sense as well. You just need to take a moment and look for the answers or just let it come to be. Look at this. It's interesting because this is your overall energy for the week. But they're saying this is kind of how you're being viewed at certain points. Like a little bird, a little white bird with a delicate crown on their head. So that's two crown images and messages coming through for you. I just heard put on that damn crown and keep it there, right? Honor yourself and set the tone in every situation, every aspect of your life. But the Nine of Earth, because I feel this, again, going back to the isolation card, the alone time, hermit mode kind of energy, it's as if you don't need any help, but will receive it throughout the week. You go for something and you get what you want, you get what you need. You maybe even gifted this and that, once again, of importance from spirit and spirit, because even if it comes from someone else in your physical reality, I would not be surprised. I guarantee that spirit was part of that, right? If not fully to thank for that. I just heard we are at work. The Four of Air. There's a sense of you needing to think about, okay, what stresses you out? Are you stressing yourself out at certain points? Are you putting too much on your plate? For whatever reason, they were blanking me out in regards to what the Four of Air represents. But let's move on forward. Oh, the Emperor, yeah, planning for a brighter future. I mean, I love that this has a lion on it, being very much Leo energy. But the King of Fire being another way that you are coming off. Was it this reading or the daily where I mentioned being viewed at and perceived as an old soul? Very much what I got from that imagery. But your loyal Leo heart, if you look at the heart imagery here, is part of this week. People are seeing you as somebody quite passionate, and that coming through and being digested, even utilized by other people very differently, okay? In different, yeah, your passion's coming through in different forms, different ways. But I just heard remember the days, remember the days. You're needing to enjoy certain aspects of a situation that's going to come to an end in the near future. And this will be pushed to the forefront of certain moments. Interesting. I didn't like that wording. You're going to prioritize that. You're going to get that push to do so at certain points throughout the week. And I feel as if you're going to be remembering a time when you acquired something that didn't work out, and they're saying, why did that end? Why did it have its hiccups, its difficulties, its toxicity or negativity all along the way? There's something about that helping you with significant choices moving forward. The Magician card. Yeah, you're a magician, my friend. All right, you may want to hop over and watch. I think it was Taurus's reading. I believe this was their overall energy, but I do feel as if this is going to be a magical week for you, where they're saying take steps in the right direction, make healthy and smart, informed decisions. Your life is changing as we speak. Okay, so this is truly helpful. Don't forget to book a personal reading with myself. Everything is down below. I'm sending you so much love and light. Until next time.